everybody? Real Comic Stacks knocking out a review for Fallen Guardian, Infinity War, Fallen Guardian #1. So let's get into this. Now, of course, if you haven't checked Infinity Wars #6 out, I'll put the little tab like right up here somewhere. You can go check that out because I don't want to spoil that for you. But we'll get into this for those who have. Begins with on Titan, and it begins with the Mentor, which is Thanos' father, and they're into an argument. Basically, Mentor is chastising Thanos because he thinks he's being irresponsible. He understands, the Mentor does, that he's but one soul in the universe, and that Thanos, on the other hand, wants to act as judge, jury, and executioner for the entire universe. And Thanos just believes that his father is a weakling and an embarrassment. And in return, the Mentor thinks that his son is a danger to the entire universe. From there, we go to Vegas. And this is where Drax is doing shows. And it goes into his origin story, where he was, him and his family hanging out in Vegas. He plays the saxophone, doing shows, and him and his family, rather than deciding to stay the night in Vegas, he wants to skip out and save a few bucks and go on and drive home. Well, on the way home, they're chatting it up, talking, and they see what they think is a shooting star at first, and, well, it turns out it's not. It's Thanos' ship, and Thanos, at complete random, jumps out, crushes the car, and just leaves the family there to die. Right off the bat, his wife isn't going to make it. And who shows up is the Mentor. And he says, look, this is, in many ways, my fault. And I can't undo this tragedy, but I can give you a second chance. So what he does, he tells him that his wife isn't going to make it. And she was too far gone, both her mind. But the young woman, he could save her. And she is, we all know, becomes Moondragon. And Drax becomes Drax the Destroyer. And they go through, countless fates. He's died a few times, and he did a lot of good. Hopefully outweighed the bad, he says. But ultimately, with Thanos dead at the hands of Gamora, his fight's over. So when they split the universe, they both went their separate ways, and that's it. And then you get to Star-Lord, Groot, and Adam Warlock talking, and they have an interesting conversation. It starts with, when they decided that their fight was over, and Star-Lord is basically, hey, he didn't tell me that. I wish I could hear it from him. And what he's talking about is back on the previous page is I don't want to do. He said this. I don't want to do this anymore. And Drax was doing this back in Infinity Countdown. If you go back and look at Infinity Countdown, he actually kind of leaves the Guardians at one point, and it's I got that linked as well. But from there, that's it. That's why he threw himself on this hand grenade and folded the universe and undid the warp world, is because he was just tired of it. Groot points out he doesn't like campfires, and the funny part here is Groot actually asks him, "Why don't you guys just cling together for warmth rather than burn wood?" And both of them are like, "Nah, man, no thanks." My camera's not focusing really good. Anyways, the Soul World. As we all know, the Soul Stone, when we left, it's blazing through the galaxy to an unknown person, which we know from number 6. It goes to Magus. And inside the Soul Stone, where Arthur, he's doing his thing. He's back to being a starving artist musician. And apparently he plays the saxophone with no shirt. But he's happy. He's there with his wife. And he's, you know, real estate on the side, I guess. But he still has the nightmares of what happened to him before. And then they find out they're having a baby, little baby Moondragon. His dream's funny though, because you got a callback to the Thanos chapter. Anytime you have the Thanos chapter, the world's a better place. Copter, not chopper. Chopper, yeah. And then you get the callback to, I hope, the Drax's soul, and Drax's soul is doing it big time. He's just happy as could be in whatever world he is in, destroying everything around him. And that's it. Fallen Guardians. Now, honestly, this comic was okay. And just okay. The focus on Drax and basically the fallout of his death and is it a death kind of thing. They put it in a position where he could be back. Couple funny comments from Groot, and that's really it. It was more focusing on an origin and a closeout from Infinity Wars number 6. I don't know that I would, for all the build-up, I thought this would be better. Honestly, left a little disappointed, but that is maybe I just built it up too much in my head. So this current state of the Guardians is you have Star-Lord, Groot, and Raccoon still together. Gamora is off with Magus. And Drax is stuck he's been split. He's Drax no more. So, but that's it, guys. Tell me what you think down in the comments. Always appreciate you guys throwing up a like, and make sure you're subscribed. And Real Comic Stacks out. By the way, I was gonna call this Fireside Chat with Comic Stacks, but I decided not to. So, guys, have a good one.